In their aim to colonize and to take charge over Nigeria and so many parts of the African continent, the Europeans told so many lies about the traditions, the ancient culture, and even the technology of the people of this part of the world. Some of these lies are going to be dissected here in this video. Make sure you watch till the end. Good day, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is MC Breezey. On this channel, I film content relating to entertainment and also history because I am a lover of history and I love the culture of my people. In this video, like I said in the beginning, there are so many lies that the Europeans told us about our culture, our tradition, and even our technology. Looking back to the advent of the Europeans, you would see that in the documentation of the history, so many of our already existing technology, so many of our already existing features were attributed to them that they discovered it. For example, a very known fact is that so many people have learned in the current affairs, according to the Europeans, that Mungo Park discovered River Niger. And River Niger is a river that has been existent in this part of the world long before Europeans even came. Another example of the possibility that the Europeans lied to us are the pictures I'm going to be showing you right now. If you can look back at the early days of the Nok people, you will know that they had this craft called the Nok terracotta. This is a kind of act craftsmanship done by the Nok people in Nigeria, even before the advent of the Westerners. Even in the southwestern part of Nigeria, the people of Ile-Ife, which is attributed to be the cradle of the Yoruba people, have their own arts and their crafts that they've been doing before the advent of the Westerners and Europeans, who, in quotes, said they taught us technology, they taught us how to read and write, they taught us how to communicate. According to the history, they said before they came to Africa, we did not have a mode of communication, we do not have a mode of putting down our history, we do not have a mode of even indulging in technology. Another very, very good example I'm going to be pointing out now is the IFA consultation, divination, and the passing down of the knowledge from generation to generation. There is a very, very popular proverb in the Yoruba, in the southwestern part of Nigeria, that says that if the child does not meet the story, the child will meet the running down or the foretelling and the telling from mouth to mouth of the existence of the happenings. It is said practically in Yoruba as "Tọmọdé ò bá bá ìtàn, ó máa bá àrọ́bá, àrọ́bá sì ni bàbá ìtàn." That is to say, even if these stories were not written down as stories and if they were not documented in soft copy or on paper, the telling of the stories and the telling of the existence of happenings from father to son, from generation to generation, keeps the story alive. Ifa divination and Ifa practice, which is one of the most revered religious and spiritual practice in the southwestern part of Nigeria, the Yoruba people, contains a very voluminous set of rules, regulations, sets of incantations, sets of divinations to the Ifa, which is the revered deity in the Yoruba religion or the Yoruba culture. It is said that he's the god of wisdom, is the one that gives wisdom, is the one that makes people know what they know, is the custodian of the world. That's why it's also called Olumilaba Agbomeloun. These and more are going to be discussed in other videos, in future videos. The point I'm trying to make here is that there are so many things, there are so many chapters of divination and so many chapters of consultation of the Ifa, which is called the Odu in the Yoruba language, Odu Ifa. There are more than 200 Odus in the divination and consultation of the Ifa. If we do not have a mode of documenting all this, if we do not have a mode of keeping records of all this before the advent of the Westerners, how would it have been possible for the Ifa priests, the Ifa elders, and even those who are learning from the elders to keep learning and keep transferring this knowledge from time to time? I do not believe that it would be easy for just one person to internalize over 200 chapters that has a lot of verses of divination of a particular spiritual deity and pass it on exactly without forgetting any word if there was no form of documentation and putting down all this history, all these cultural values in writing or in documentation. I am not saying that we were able to read and write before the advent of the foreigners. This is another fact that I would like to dive into in my further videos, in future videos I'm going to be recording on this page. But what I'm trying to say is that we had our mode of keeping records, we had our mode of telling stories, we had our mode of passing down special and important information to ourselves. If you also go to the southwestern part of Nigeria, the Oshun, Oshogbo, there's a part in the eulogy of that state or of the town Oshun that says Iluaru. Iluaru means that is the origin of tie and dye, the dye that is used in the Yoruba cloth making or the Yoruba wear, which is attributed as Adire. that originated in Osun. Now, if they do not have technology, if they do not have science, if they do not have mode of organizing themselves into the making and the manufacturing of all these clothes, they would not have eulogized themselves as Iluaru. So many other informations will be brought out in subsequent episodes of this video. This is just an introduction video, letting us know that so many lies have been told to us by the Westerners, by the foreigners, in order to brainwash and also to water down the value of our tradition, our culture, and our beliefs. Not everything that is African is wicked. Not everything that is African is devilish. Not everything that is African is fetish. I would end this video by saying that the reasons the Africans were so much and the Nigerians were so much into the use of herbal medicine as opposed to the Western use of medical medicines and the capsules is because we had the natural and the fertile grounds to grow these herbs. They do not have it at their own end. The natural endowment of herbs, the natural endowment of trees, the mangrove, the swamp, and the savannas were more predominant in this part of the world, which they do not have at their own side. So, in order to keep themselves well, hale, and hearty too, they had to manufacture. They had to discover new ways, which brought back about the capsules and the sciences that they have. Our own science, our own mode of treatment, our own medical modes are the herbal modes. The only difference from theirs and ours, which is kind of evident, is the fact that we have not, or before they came, we were not able to rationalize it into a very distinct dosage. For example, someone who had malaria or someone who had typhoid or someone who had cholera before the advent of the Europeans, I do not believe, or maybe I'll still have to do my research on it. I do not believe that we had a particular dosage of this particular herb for this particular sickness. All we knew was that this particular herb could cure this particular herb could cure this, and the combination of all these herbs into a concoction, which Yoruba people likes to call agbo, would be very, very beneficial if taken against these symptoms. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be where I'll be drawing cutting for this video. If you like this video, do subscribe, like, and share, and stay tuned to this channel for more videos such as this. And if you want to support us, our contacts and our details are in the description. Do well to reach out to us. And if you disagree with anything I've said in this video, do drop it in the comment section so that it will be addressed in the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.